King Charles is refusing to let himself be emotionally blackmailed by Prince Harry over the royal race row scandal, The Sun can reveal. A Dutch version of Omid Scobie's book Endgame named the king as one of two identities Meghan accused of raising concerns about the color of Archie's skin. Buckingham Palace has refused to comment on the drama, and Harry and Meghan have remained silent. But sources close to King Charles say he was not concerned by his name appearing in the Dutch version and remains full of energy. He has told friends that he will not be emotionally blackmailed by his own son after Harry appeared to be using his children in his ongoing battle with the royal family. Last month, the couple made everyone aware that they would accept an invitation from the king to spend Christmas at Sandringham this year. But it's highly unlikely they'll get an invite this Christmas or any Christmas after the bombshell Omid Scobie book. It comes after a statement read out on Harry's behalf at the High Court this week in his row for 24-hour security guards said that he was forced to leave the UK nearly 4 years ago. And says he feels it is unsafe to bring his wife and 2 grandchildren to Britain to see the king and rest of the royal family without armed royal protection. Scobie's book also alleged Harry called his father after being evicted from Frogmore Cottage to plead, "Don't you want to see your grandchildren?" A source said, "The king has said that will not be emotionally blackmailed by his own son. He is not concerned by the book and remains full of energy." Meg and Harry made shock-race claims in their tell-all Oprah chat in 2021, claiming an unnamed member of the royals had raised concerns about the color of their future children. The pair claimed they would never reveal their identity as it would be very damaging to them. But 2 years later, Harry stunned the world when he claimed they never even accused anyone of racism and instead said it was unconscious bias. The Telegraph revealed that the King and Meghan discussed the comments in private letters. The English version of Endgame alleged there were in fact 2 identities in the letters, but author Scobie said he could not name them for legal reasons. But in a Dutch translation, both the King and Princess of Wales were named as making comments about Archie's skin color. Scobie, 42, denies ever writing the names in a manuscript, but both Dutch translators say King and Kate were in the version they were sent. A source close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex denied briefing the names to Scobie, although royal sources told The Sun it was vanishingly unlikely the leak came from Buckingham Palace. There has been no confirmation that the King and Kate's names even appear in the private letters, which few people have laid eyes on. The King spoke of his love for Harry and Meghan in his first address to the nation after the death of Queen Elizabeth II last September. Speaking for a TV broadcast from Buckingham Palace, he wished the both the best as they continue to build their lives overseas. Just days after Harry's shock memoir, Spare hit the bookshelves, the King evicted the Sussexes from Frogmore Cottage. They eventually handed keys back this summer. When Harry jetted to London in September for a charity event ahead of the Invictus Games in Germany, he stayed in a hotel with his entourage. Harry and Meghan now have to give 28 days' notice if they wish to return and stay at a royal property, and for security threats to be assessed. He is currently suing the Home Office over its decision to strip 24-hour security when he and Meghan quit the UK in March 2020. During a 2-day High Court hearing this week, a statement by Harry said, "It is with great sadness to both of us that my wife and I felt forced to step back from this role and leave the country in 2020. The UK is my home. The UK is central to the heritage of my children and a place I want them to feel at home as much as where they live at the moment in the United States. That cannot happen if it is not possible to keep them safe when they are on UK soil. I can't put my wife in danger like that, and given my experiences in life, I'm reluctant to unnecessarily put myself in harm's way too." Observers noted this was a change of opinion by the Duke, who claimed in his Megxit statement in March 2020 that he and Meghan had chosen to leave to forge a progressive new role. In a clip which appeared on his Netflix docuseries as part of his $100 million deal with the streaming giant, he filmed himself grinning as he jetted from the UK, describing it as his freedom flight. And told American Break TV last year, "That home for me now is, for the time being, it's in the States. And it feels that way as well." Prince Harry and Meghan and have love-bombing King Charles in recent months. Scobie's book also alleged after the California-based couple were evicted from Frogmore, Harry called his father and said, "Don't you want to see your grandchildren?" But they called him for his 75th birthday and played a recording of Archie, 4, and 2-year-old Lilibet singing Happy Birthday. The king today hosted a festive-themed celebration of craft reception at Highgrove, with the King's Foundation. A spokesman for the king did not want to comment.